Hi pals, welcome to my channel Moo Budgets. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching yet another one of my videos. Now this is the first video I have made since reaching the 1000 subscribers, and I just wanted to say a huge thank you to each and every single person who has supported me and subscribed. Subscribed on their partner's channel, subscribed on personal channels. Yeah, just thank you so much. It was an incredible feeling to get the 1000, and it has completely overwhelmed me, if I'm honest. I was at work in the morning, and then in the afternoon I was trying to do some work, but I was getting messages left, right and centre. And I just want to give a big shout out to My Future Budget Life and Scottish Mama Budgets, who made it really exciting for me, because every 10 minutes one of them was messaging me when my number increased or whatever. So yeah, that was just it was a fun afternoon, very overwhelming, but I'm very, very, very appreciative of each and every single person who helped get me there, to that 1000. It's just that number that we're all achieving, we're all hoping to achieve, and then from here on in it's just a case of going back to just being accountable for myself, and that's why I'm making the videos. But yeah, thank you so much. So I'm not going to keep going on. But yes, I want to mention My Future Budget Life and Scottish Mama's Budgets, brilliant channels. So go and subscribe to them if you haven't already and watch them. And I also want to give a wee shout out to Budget With Us UK. Now today is their first birthday with YouTube. They have now had a YouTube channel for a year, and they're not quite at the 1000. I think the last time I looked this morning they were at 927. So guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to them, please jump on over and subscribe and share on Instagram, because it's their first birthday and it would be absolutely amazing to get them there. There's so many other channels I want to mention, but I'm going to take a leaf out of Budget with Kerry's book and just mention 3 a week or 3 a video, depending on how I get on. I'll probably forget, so if I aim for 3 a week, if I do more than that, then that's a good thing. But yeah, just those 3 channels, just jump on over, show them some love, but especially Budget With Us UK, because as I said, today's their first birthday and I know how it felt to reach that 1000, and I know that they've had a pretty rubbishy couple of months in their personal lives and on here as well. So yeah, if you just jump on over, it's Alex and Louise. I know they will really appreciate the subscribe. So yeah, I'm going to get into it. I am going to do my budget for next week, but I wanted to show you a wee change I made to my budget for last week, which I will explain in a bit more detail, possibly in my video for my closeout. But it's my electric. I don't know if you can see. I'll move all these things up a bit. My table's just not quite big enough. So I put £20 into my electric, and that left me with £140 in my purse. So I was needing to put electric in, so I put £100 in, and hopefully that'll last a couple of weeks, which left me with £40 in my purse, including this 20. And then I was thinking on it, you know, like on the 1st of October, so tomorrow, the changes in the price rates change again for electric, and I thought, well, with the last time it happened in April, what I did was I topped up my meter as much as I could afford, and that allowed me to not have to top up with the new rate. So really, I've only had 2 top-ups now, 100 and 150, with the new rates as such that came out in April. So what I thought I would do again is I would top up my meter as much as I could. I've not got quite as much money organised for it for this time, because I forgot kind of about it. But so I put an extra £160 into my electric this week, because obviously I got paid, which allowed me then to do that. So the 160, I was going to up my electric payments to £30 a week anyway. So the 100, and it turned out the 160 would be £40 a week, so £10 more than I was planning. But so what I thought I would do is I would then put £10 away each week in October, and then £20 away in November, because also I will get the £66 or 66, whatever it is, 66 I think it is, every month as well. So I will top up the extra 100, or 200 it would be, because it's £40 in my purse, and the extra 160. I'm going to put £100 on today. No, I put £100 on yesterday, and then I'm going to put £50 on my meter, which is the maximum the meter will hold, so that would be 250. And then I am going to leave £50 on my key, and then the £66 will accumulate on my key up into £250 as well. So hopefully that will see me through into sort of December time maybe, and then obviously I'll be putting money away each week as well for electric. So yeah, so let's do that. So our budget for next week, I haven't actually put electric on here, but I will when I'll change it round. I'm still a bit kind of like, this is my first video since I reached 1,000, and I'm kind of still a bit like, it was so exciting. So bear with me if I'm talking absolute nonsense. So this is our plan for October. So we don't have much on apart from work. So this is like next week. I'm going to start my week on a Sunday. Normally it was a Monday, but I'm closing out on a Saturday. It's easier now just to change it to a Sunday to a Saturday. And we'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, we'll put it back to what it was, because I'll probably forget and think this is a Monday. So we have, I've got to put my expenses onto the system on the 10th. It is also my nephew's birthday on the 10th, but I have bought his present, and it shall be delivered imminently, because it's on its way there just now as we speak. And also I have an appointment on the 12th, but for this week I'm actually on holiday, and I don't have much planned for my holiday. We were going to go and have some days out, but it really depends on the weather as to what we do. But if not, there's plenty in the house to get on with. But I do have an appointment on the 12th, and I need to make another appointment to get my eyes tested. So yeah, that's about it. Nothing that should affect my budget overly much this month. So with taking the extra £160 out, I am coming down. I think it's going to be around about this that I will have in my bank. It might be more, it might be less, but it's my kind of predicted amount, shall we say. I'm going to put £30.99 into from Etsy into the bank, so that it covers the bills that are coming out from that. And then I'm not really expecting any other expenses, but you never know. Always have that column there just in case. So I'm not sure where I put my calculator, bear with me. Of course it's under a pile of stuff. So yeah, so we're just not going to budget for anything other just now, because obviously we have no plans for it. So for the, bearing in mind, although this is only 2nd of October, all my bills come out on the 1st, they might not actually come out until the 3rd, because that's the Monday. But we'll just adapt it, but it won't really make much difference. The rollover will be more, but then the same amount will come out. Does that make sense? Because what will be left in my bank will be what I've already budgeted for to cover bills. So that gives us £618.99. So we have 3 bills to come out. We've got Canva, which is what I use for Etsy to create all my envelopes and stuff like that. I am going to open a sinking fund at some point to pay that off in full in a year, because you do get it slightly cheaper, and then it just means I don't have to keep putting money into my budget to cover it every month. The mattress is £60.66, and I believe this is the last payment for this, so which is good, great timing, because then it gives me November and December pay that I don't have that coming out. And then Audible is £7.99. Audible is my books, my audio books basically, and I listen to them every single day, so it's not a subscription that I'm going to get rid of. It's funny how quite a lot of times you do get people commenting and they're just trying to help, but you know, saying, oh, you should cancel this and you should cancel that. And if I was really struggling, yes, I would cancel it. I would cancel a lot of things in my budget if I was really to the wire struggling, but thankfully I'm not at the moment. I'm not saying that that won't change with the cost of living, but at the moment we're doing okay, and I'm sort of surviving on what I have. But yes, I would cancel it if it was between that and electric. Of course I would be putting the £7 into my meter rather than on a book. But as I said, I listen to it in the car every single day on my way to work. I listen to it to go to sleep. I set the timer for 10 minutes so that I can go to sleep. When I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll do it again. And sometimes when I'm working or doing Etsy orders, instead of having the telly on, I'll be listening to my book. So it is a very, very well used app that I'm using. Anyway, so my total bills for this week comes to 85.64. When I come to do my actual budget, obviously some of the ones that are due to come out in the first will probably be in here, but they are all covered in this page just now. So let's take that. I feel like I'm rambling today, guys. I do apologise. So £618.99, and we'll deduct the 85.64, which is the total of our bills, and that gives us 533.35. So obviously you know that I'm coming to go on holiday the following week. So if I was to use anything sinking funds wise in my holiday, it would come into this box here, but I'm not planning doing any of that this week. Just a straightforward working week for me. I'm going to put my usual amounts in, but I'm going to change this electric instead of nothing to 10, because I think it'll be good to build up, although I've got the amount in the meter, it'll be good to build up the cash and have that ready to go when I do need it, rather than then starting my budget again and worrying about it. So we're just going to do the usual: £50 to groceries, £70 to fuel, £5 to my spending, £5 to miscellaneous, £10 to work spending. I'm going to put £20 into Etsy postage because my new laminator should be arriving today. It didn't arrive yesterday, so I'm praying it arrives today, because I have got a backlog of orders. I did put my shop on holiday mode, but then I kept getting people asking me to take it off. So I've taken it off, but I have sort of spoken to the people who's waiting on orders to say that it might run a little late, but they're all ready to go, all ready just to be laminated. So it shouldn't take too long once we get going. I'm going to put £10 into electric and £20 into eating out. So that gives us 50 plus 70 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10. You can't see the calculator and the book. Let's start that again. So we have 50 plus 70 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 20 plus 10 plus 20. That's not right. 50 plus 70 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 plus 20. I think I missed the 20. Plus 10 plus 20. So that's £190. So we shall deduct the 190 away from this 533.35. Which leaves us with 343.35. We're going to put 90 to sinking funds. So 343.35. I haven't decided what sinking funds I'm going to use yet, but I will do that before obviously my next cash stuff in. So 253.35. We're putting nothing to date. And obviously we are going to budget £10 for our Make Move challenge, but we're not going to budget for any of the other ones because they get the change from our cash envelopes. So we'll budget that. So that takes us to £243.35 as a rollover into my holiday week, which should be fine because I don't think I've got any real big bills to come out. Put my bills in just so that I would know. No, I've just got my 200 Club and Apple storage for £4 of bills, and then obviously we will have our cash envelopes and sinking funds. So we'll get, but it'll be tight by the time we come to the end of the week, because we've only got £200, but we'll probably do our sinking funds. We'll get our, what do we get? We get our expenses in on the 14th. They'll get paid into my bank on the 14th, hopefully. So yeah, it's tight, but it's fine. We do have spare money in the emergency fund that we can bring in just to cover our envelopes and then replace it if necessary. but that's only because I have put all my money into the electric, basically. But yeah, I'm not worried about it. It will all work out, because we have, you know, all the money in these envelopes, which are there for, you know, different occasions. At the end of the day, we still have all the money in our McMoo challenge, the rainy day challenge, the Halloween challenge that I can pull out if necessary to get by. So yeah, and just replenish when we get the expenses through. But yeah, that's been a bit of a rambly video. I do apologise. As I said, I'm just yeah, I'm still a little bit kind of like, this is my first video since doing it, since getting the 1,000, and I just feel a bit kind of like overwhelmed by it. Hopefully my next video will be less chaotic. But yeah, have a great week, and remember, if you can, go and subscribe to Budget With Us UK, and let's get them the first birthday that they deserve. So take care, have a good one, bye bye.